Alrighty, continuing on, you're probably watching that video, and I'm gonna let that video run all day long before I answer it as far as the AMC lawsuit stuff. Moving past that, the one thing that's on my mind, and it's not on my mind because, oh my God, it just snuck up on us. Well, it didn't sneak up on me, which is the banking crisis, or better yet, like how I like to say it, the manufactured banking crisis. I think people need to understand, at least people in my community, I just hope for them to understand something. Family. This is a manufactured banking crisis. The banks that have failed so far, Silvergate, SVB, and Signature Bank, are nothing more than, you can just put it this way, derivatives of the FTX meltdown bullshit behind the scenes people. Just gonna put it like that, whether YouTube likes it or not. Okay. The end goal. Okay. The end goal, and I could even back this up in a few minutes. The end goal of this is for people to panic, take their money out of local regional banks. People are like, what about credit union? They want people to freak out and take their money out of anything small and give the money to the big banks. Like B of A yesterday got like 15 billion in deposits. That came from smaller banks. So now big banks that were financially having problems because competition showed up in the marketplace, the small banks serving the community, now all of a sudden they're getting all the money from the smaller banks. What a coincidence. What's going to happen is that those big giant banks, there's only a couple of them, 5 or 6, they're going to turn around after they murder off all the little ones, and they're going to be the ones that eventually have the real chicken apocalypse while they're cashed up, and they're going to shore up everything with digital dollars. Now, for people that go, Lou, that's not possible. Yesterday, let's see if I can find it. 2 seconds here. Because okay. One of our people, I guess he was scanning certain jobs that, were out there. And he has a YouTube channel, Dale's Garage, DALES Garage, Dale's Garage. I will show you it here. He tagged me on a post for a lead application developer for digital currency. The employer, possible employer, Federal Reserve Bank of San Francisco. Salary, $134,000 a year, $134,900. Kind of the irony, right? You want somebody to create digital currency, but you say the salary is paid in dollars. Get used to that one. You're going to have to learn the difference. Full-time employment. Federal Reserve Bank of San Francisco, as a part of the Federal Reserve mission to promote access, safe, and efficient system to facilitate dollar transaction, the Federal Reserve System, FRS, seeks a technologist to perform central bank digital currency, CBDC, research and development. Given the dollar's important role, the FRS, Federal Reserve System, seeks to further understand the cost and benefit of the potential technologies of CBDC and how the system better understands this emerging field. This position is an outstanding possibility, top opportunity, yada, yada, yada. Listen to me. You all know that this whole digital payment, digital settlement, digital money, yada, yada, whatever. I was one of the first crews in Silicon Valley doing this with the, let me tell you something. You go back then, we all knew this was the possibility, but we all talked about it like a, for company and e-commerce, like when you're buying stuff, online and stuff like that, as a backup in case there was ever an emergency, you could issue out digital money in substitute of real money, so it could be redeemed, which is what your online banking is. The digits that are there, but that you can redeem dollars. The fact that everything is going in that direction and they're killing off the small regional banks, and there's going to be the big five, big six banks. And now you have job positions like that. They want to better understand. Let me tell you something. People better start getting, no, I'm going to put it like this. I'm not even going to say it in that way. I pray you hear me. I pray that you start the process of getting your life secured and in order for what's coming. Because the powers that be are going to start switching over as the real crisis begins, because this ain't it. This is the manufactured event that kick off the real crisis. Okay? Those of you that are not history people, should do a lot of reading in 1928, 1929 to 1930 events. The Great Depression did not have to happen. 2008 did not have to happen. The banking financial meltdown of the world of 2023 does not have to happen. But if it does, and I know it will, you have to understand that you need to get your house in order. I'm just showing you facts. I was the one talking about the out of control food prices 2 years ago. And nobody was talking about it. I was talking about there was going to be no food on shelves and shortages and all kinds of stuff. And people are like, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, we're an AMC channel. I'm like, no, you dumb motherfuckers. Because remember when I said, what does it matter if you make several $100 million, okay, and at the end of the day, you get vaporized by a new financial banking system, monetary system. There's the proof. You could Google it yourself. I just want to put that out there. Now, next vid, I'll talk about the whole Credit Suisse thing.